Okay, so this is what's going on. I have a new mentorship program. It's not for everyone. It's $10,000. You have to email me. We have to discuss to see if you're a good fit. Also, everyone should be in the King program. It's $3,000, one and done payment, or get on the payment plan. Let me say something about the payment plan. If you feel that you will not do the work, because there's a lot of work, there's a lot of things you have to do, and then we're going to have our first webinar. Let's see. We're going to do it January 16th. That's when we're going to have our first webinar where we're going to have group coaching. So if you want to be part of that, you need to join now. Also, there's other things. There's a new YouTube channel that's coming, Passionate Friday, and Hustlers Kung Fu Wealth Development, my other channel. We talk nothing about but business here. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do with this channel, but Hustlers Kung Fu Wealth Development is where a lot of business content happens, and I should link it somewhere below. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about sexual repression. Let me say something. I was a BDSM dom, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I'm not ashamed. So let's go ahead and talk about you folks who are sexually repressed. And this is something else that's happening too. I saw this comments where people are like, well, he self-confessed and all this other stuff. I self-confessed? How come I didn't go to jail? I had people calling the FBI to report me because they don't understand how the legal system works. You cannot report a crime you didn't see. But people are like, I'm outraged, I'm upset, and on and on and on and on. Yet you're more outraged that I had a carefree sexual lifestyle than you are about the money in your bank, creating more income and wealth for your family. You're more concerned about who I am fucking. That makes you a complete and utter repressed, sexually repressed dumbass. So there's a lot of it. This is to ATL flippers. You know, he was talking about, and this is how stupid this shit gets. He was talking about, I went to Anton Daniels training and it helped me out. Dude, I wrote a book about storage auctions. But you go to Anton Daniels and feel that that training is better than mine? Let me just say something. I'm going to show you some in a few months that will blow your brain, because you were disappointed because I got some pussy. You were disappointed. I'm sorry, your weak ass can only marry one woman. Once again, you guys are only having sex with the women you can get. You're not getting the women that you want. And this creates a lot of angst and jealousy. And I'm starting to see some pushback from my supporters in the comments. It's like, he didn't do anything. He did not break any laws. And the people are like, well, he did this and he should just go away. He should just go away because I'm upset. You think I give a fuck about what your weak ass think about me? Bitch, I was fucking homeless once. That's some shit to be worried about. Not worried about some weak, wimp, little pantsy ass who's like, oh, sexual morality. Now, this is what's so interesting about this. Many of these folks who are making these comments have sexual pathologies in their family. They have a niece or something that's being sexually molested. They kind of know, but they won't take action. But they'll come on YouTube and talk all this stuff about me, which means that they're morally a coward. You have real pathologies in your family, but you want to come on YouTube and talk about me. Now, why I said this was jealousy, you can go to Reddit, put my name in, and you will see this guy like, he has 4 luxury cars. What does 4 luxury cars have to do with me? Jealousy. And I've also told people, because they was like, well, it wasn't jealousy, they were outraged. And I told one person, if I see that comment again from you, you will lose your posting privileges on this channel. I don't give a fuck what you clowns think about my sexual life. Now, here's the thing. A lot of you would have loved to have my sexual life. And a lot of my supporters are like, Roger Allen Curry, rest in peace, bro. He defended me. He put up a video. I didn't break any laws or anything. But once again, due to dumbass Anton Daniels, dumbass lead attorney, they created this narrative that led folks to this. The lead attorney actually put up videos talking about, will he go to jail? The lead attorney is a legal profession, knew there was nothing to put me in jail. He knew that before he made those videos. So that's one of the reasons he took that shit down, because from a legal standpoint, he was false. You know, did I even worry about, and people were like, I call in the FBI. And it was like, once again, the number of people who are stupid, don't understand how the legal system works. And there was this show on television called Law and Order. You need a perp, you need a victim, and you need the police. I had no perps, I had no victims. Please go ahead and find one woman on YouTube who's posted, or TikTok or Instagram, that posted a video saying I sexually molested her. You won't find one because there aren't any. There aren't any. The women that I was engaged in sexual activities with enjoyed it. They wanted it. I didn't rape anybody. But once again, because I was able to have a vibrant sexual life, most of you weak, wussy little pussies, you can't deal with that. Because it's like, he's a bad man. And this whole notion of age. I'm 59 years old. My girlfriend is 27. She's 27. And, you know, she asked me this question, how many kids you need? And I said 2. She's already thinking like that. And I'll be 60 this year. I'll be 60 years old this year. Now, this is something that's going to piss you off. I could be 60 years old, get a young, pretty, fine woman who will offer to bear children for me, yet your pussy ass can't even get a decent ass date. This is why I said the majority of this is hate, and the moral outrage is like, all right, how much money has this moral outrage put in your pockets? How much? Please put that in the comments. How much? And if you want to go ahead and put this moral stuff in there, because he was like, well, a lot of people were disgusted, and to ATL flippers, fuck you. I don't give a fuck if you're disappointed in my sexual life. I guarantee you, if I looked into your financial life, I would be disappointed. You don't have money. You don't have money in your bank account. You're struggling. How do I say that? Because the way you do storage auctions is operationally inefficient. So once again, if I was to look into your financial life, I would be seriously disappointed. But this is something that no one wants to talk about. On another channel, I made some videos going in on Chris saying, and people like, get off his nuts, leave him alone. But when Anton Daniels putting this stuff on, all you silly ass motherfuckers co-signed. You co-signed on this stuff because you want to, well, Anton Daniels is the king of the niggas. Pretty much. And you love that shit. But once again, I don't give a fuck if you're disappointed in me. Like, I'm like, what kind of currency does that carry? Like, someone I don't know, someone that has no benefit to me, someone I think is a jackass, is disappointed because I had a vibrant sexual life. Now, one of the things that Alan Roger Curry, we used to discuss this stuff at length. And this is one of the reasons that Alan defended me. He knew I wasn't doing any of this stuff. And this was a big, big issue with the lead attorney. I wanted to have a conversation with him about how I could have, because I had a lot of young girls in high school answering my Craigslist ads, and they looked like boys with long hair. I wasn't interested in them because they didn't look like women. We didn't have that conversation. Essentially, I go on this show, then I get ambushed, and Anton Daniels doing this stuff like he gonna beat me up. Anton, I would beat the fuck out your short ass. I grew up when men used to fight. I would knock the fuck out of your steely ass if we got in a fight. You can't take me. You can't. So that whole notion, I'm like, bitch, please. Please. But once again, I was set up by the lead attorney. We did not have an honest conversation. He provoked and stroked that to keep it going. And this is one of the reasons the lead attorney and Anton Daniels both took down their videos. If their videos were solid, how come they're not still up? How come they're not still up? And you know one of the reasons I got angry? I left YouTube for a year and a half, just went on with my life, and I come back to find out all of these motherfuckers, Erica Starry ass Williams, talking shit about me. I've done nothing to Erica. I've said nothing about Erica before this. But for some reason, because I disappeared, I became the hot commodity. And literally, O'Shea duked down. He made a video talking about Anton. The video was about me. And O'Shea, I'm sick of you motherfuckers making videos about me and trying to slide off as somebody else. The video was about me. And at some point, we're going to have a conversation about that, O'Shea. Because y'all keep putting up this nigga content using my name because niggas love chaos. Niggas love chaos. And, as much as I hate the word nigga, it fits because that's what the majority of you clowns are. You're stupid ass, broke fucking niggas, and you hate. Because, like, this whole comment, he has 4 luxury cars. What does that have to do with anything? It's hate. And this is the thing. I was able to go away from YouTube. I haven't made any money in a year and a half. Live my life, come back, and I made $34,000. If I hadn't got hacked, if I hadn't had payment processing issues, I would probably made $100,000. After being gone for a year and a half. Now, you motherfuckers can't do no shit like that because you don't have any talent. You don't have anything you want to sell. You can't do that. And this is one of the reasons that you don't like me because I come on YouTube and talk my shit, back my shit up, and still make fucking money. But you can't do that. All you can do is sit in the corner and is like, he's a bad man because he got some young pussy. Ooh. You know Elvis Presley was dating a fucking 14-year-old and her parents knew? When I was in high school, I had a friend named Etoile. Etoile was 16. Her boyfriend was 22. Her parents were fully aware he was 22, and they endorsed the relationship because he was going to Alabama A&M. They fucking knew. I don't know what the fuck has happened with social mores, where if someone is like 2 years older, and Joe Budden's dumbass, he called this woman with the basketball star, he called her a sexual predator. This was a fine-ass woman, and this young guy in the NBA saw her, and his dick went shoo. He got up in there and he made her pregnant. She's not a sexual predator. But once again, you dumbass niggas, you want to skew something to make it fit into the narrow frame, the narrow scope of your limited mental set. And this is one of the things that gets me. You're struggling to pay rent. You're struggling to manage money, but you want to come on YouTube and talk shit about someone you don't know, talk shit about someone you never met, and just keep on and on and on and on. It's crazy, but the majority of you guys are sexually repressed. You just are. You just are. And that's one of the things I see, and I will call you on it. Because, like, once again, anyone that wants to leave a comment talking about, well, these folks were disgusted, you will lose your posting privileges. If you're not supporting me, if you're not on the team, I don't fucking need you. And this is the thing. I can make money without your silly ass. That's the thing that really gets on. It's like, I don't fucking need you to make money. Literally, I'm telling people, if they don't want to do the work, don't join the course. Because you'll be a horrible student. Because you want to get seduced by Anton Daniels, Chris Sane, all these folks that promise you easy money and limited skill sets and not taking risk. I sit out here and lay out a game plan for you to change your financial lifestyle in the next 90 days. But you ain't interested in that. All you want, well, you got some young pussy. That makes him a very bad man. I can't respect it. Fuck you. Fuck you. And Erica, I'm going to do a special video about your silly ass. I've heard you had lawsuits. And this is something I've never taken money from anyone in a joint project because, once again, I never needed to do that. But Erica's done that, and things have gone bad, and people are suing her. Now, here's the thing. For someone to sue someone, that's big because getting an attorney is going to be $7,000, $12,000 just to take the case. So that means these folks are beyond pissed. And Erica, I got something to say to you. You rolled on my coattails, you used my audience, and you are a silly, stupid-ass bitch. How dare you put my name in your fucking mouth? Talk about me as if I was fucking dead. You are a sorry ass bitch. And if I ever had the misfortune to meet your ass, I may slap the shit out of your silly ass. Serious. Real fucking talk.